What a sad representation now. We're up in the moors, beautiful pony, and then we got a face mask. This is what we're going to come to deal with in time, isn't it? Discarded mass. Shame, isn't it? Well, I checked the tides. Low water was about 2 o'clock today. I'm here at Lilstock on quite a big tide. I'm out on a little bit of the patch of mud and sand and everything like that. Not started fishing yet. Just had a little scout around just to make sure there's no line snags or anything like that where people have lost any gear. Temperature is probably about 12-13 degrees. It's lovely. There's a slight southeasterly breeze. The tide should be just pushing just back in very slightly. Literally just as I'm speaking now, it looks like it's just changed slightly. So conditions seem ideal. It looks like it's going to be a day for thornback greys. Just again having a look around just to make sure everything's all cool. So fingers crossed we're going to have some fish today. High tide, I'm going to fish it all the way back up to high tide. High tide's at about 8 o'clock. So there we go. So thanks ever so much. Keep watching, stay liking, keep sharing and subscribe. Andy Bower YouTube Fishing. Good old-fashioned breakaway lead. We've got a single sand eel clipped down, a couple of crab eggs on it. The tide's just coming in. Conditions seem right for thornback rays. I'm just going to first cast with this one, so we'll go for it from there. Down at Lilstock, it's a 10.2 metre tide. This sand is going to be covered up very shortly. The tide's just behind me. I've got a peeler crab out on one rod and a sand eel on the other rod. April time should see the signs of the common shore crab which molts, which I'll show you a little bit about the common shore crab in a minute. They're called peeler crabs. In their day they can be absolutely devastating in terms of catching fish. The wind is southeasterlies, the sun's out, it's quite pleasant, so just starting to start to fish now. It's about 2 hours after low water. That tide's going to be right up here very shortly, so fingers crossed. I just pulled in a small thornback ray, caught it on peeler crab. Looks like a very small female, and they're called thornback rays because of their spines on the back of their bodies. This one's tail is very, very spiny, so just be careful if you grab hold of these. When you do touch them, or if you want to pick them up, there's a soft bit in here we can grab hold of. almost like a cheek mussel. But that's a small thornback grey. What they do, you can see there, they sit on the bottom, hug the bottom. Sometimes they're very difficult to get off the ground, but this one was no problem at all. The skin can be a little bit rough. See if I can pick it up properly. There we go. Also the underbelly of them as well. They got crushers for teeth, which literally just mangle crabs and shells and crustaceans. That's a female, but it's been out of water long enough, so I'll put her back and away we go again. But yeah, small thornback grey, so really pleased with that. Here we have a small thornback ray. Really pleased. I knew the conditions were perfect for it today. Time to put this little one back. Come on, girl. Come on. Just keep an eye on the shoreline as well when you put fish back, because sometimes they can wash up. They can wash up and they don't go back the way. They're a little bit disorientated, so you don't go back the way you want them to go. I think that one's gone. Lovely. We're going to put it back now. Still unsure what species of ray it is, but I'm going to put it back. Quite possibly the smallest ray I think I've ever caught. If you look at that, the size of my hand, absolutely tiny, miniature ray. Just trying to understand what sort of species it is. It could be I think it's a thornback, but it could be, potentially, it could be a undulate, but you don't get undulates around here. So very unusual markings, very, very unusual. He's about a pound. I put the camera on because both of my lines have just gone a little bit tight, so there's a bit of tidal pull, but the right hand rod just had a tiny bit more pull down than the other. It's a really big tide today. Got bait ready to go. Really chuffed with another thornback ray. This one's a better fish. I'm going to put it back, ready for another day. Beautiful fish in this sort of weather.
Lovely.